Welcome to the Rick Helps Real Estate Show. While many real estate companies are struggling in this slow market right now, one in particular in the Valley here, and they operate in 50 different markets, that's really getting pinched is Opendoor. Take a look at their stock price today, 84 cents. Now, you get delisted if you're below a dollar after 100 days. So they are sitting here at 84 cents. Opendoor used to be 6% of our market here in the Phoenix area. What the heck happened? Well, how many listings do they have today? Today, they are sitting here with only 238, as you can see on this active list. Many of them are condos and townhomes. And then you can start getting into single family homes, of course, when you get up above 275,000, Maricopa, Casa Grande, Chandler. So they don't have near as many listings. Recall I've made some references here on the channel about what we saw in 2023 when interest rates went up and all of a sudden our average sales price plummeted by about 12, 13%. It's because the iBuyers went into panic mode and they dumped their inventory, Opendoor and OfferPad. I'd say Redfin, but I think they only had two. So Zillow got out of the game a while back. These new companies, they're not new now, but these companies that are trying to make it this great online experiment and ease of you buying a home. For example, Rocket Mortgage just purchased Redfin. They hope they can just help you with your transaction with a few mouse clicks, are not finding success. Opendoor went into a period where they just vastly overpaid for homes in what I've nicknamed the silly season back in 2021, and they still weren't making money. You could buy a home in 2021 if you could get it, and then turn around and sell it in a month and make money because real estate was going up by the minute. Now, the other thing that these iBuyers did that really ticked me off during COVID was they immediately canceled contracts. They said it was for safety reasons. But if you had a contract with them and they were going to buy your home, they got a hold of you and said, sorry, we canceled this. They gave you your earnest money back. But some people only had, a closing coming up within 2 weeks, and now they're toast. They just canceled. So they're very volatile, in my opinion. Now, what does some of these stock market analysts say? And I certainly not making any buy or sell decisions here. I thought we'd just read something. Does it have a $2 billion problem or a $2 billion opportunity? Tell me what you think in the comments down below here, because it's saying here, as a real estate company, Opendoor NASDAQ approaches the market from a unique direction as the buyer and seller of thousands of homes each year. Even as other companies like Zillow have exited this business model, Opendoor still operates in 50 markets today, has thousands of homes on its inventory. These homes are worth $2.2 billion at the end of last year. They represented both a challenge and an opportunity for Opendoor. So they're leaving them on the books. So what do they do? Well, they're operating on the idea that there's a delay here in their Opendoor's model. As simple as this business model may seem, executing its profitability has not proven easy. The real estate market varies from region to region. It takes time to sell, meaning the home will sit idle on the company's balance sheet for weeks, if not months at a time. So what they're trying to do now is they're saying that they're going to buy in the first and fourth quarter of the year, nationally speaking. So they're saying that the real estate activity is highest in the spring and summer months. So they're going to buy during the slow times and they're going to sell during the busy times. Well, you see in our real estate market that our prices are not seasonal. Right now, we're trending down. They're not going to go up this spring. So if they purchased a bunch of homes in the fourth quarter or the first quarter with the hope of selling them for a higher price in the spring, well, we're seeing a 4% drop right now. So they're going to be toast. The other thing I want to lay out as a possibility for everybody is when the stock price is that low, who's going to buy them? Do you think Zillow is going to come in and buy Opendoor? And why would Zillow do that? Zillow was in the home buying and selling business, and they failed miserably because they let their computer do it. We also found out that Opendoor, while they were telling investors that they had this great algorithm that was determining the purchase price and the sales price for the home, it wasn't. The offers were being made by humans. They were going in and looking at the data, and they weren't doing a very good job of it. They were overpaying for homes and selling it. What Zillow did that got them in trouble was they said, okay, we want to create some goodwill now. We're going to offer you the Zestimate. You looked at Zillow and found out your house was worth X. That's what we're going to pay you. And then somebody went into the office and goes, hey, let's pad that by 7%. You talk about goodwill. Man, people will want to have us buy their homes like crazy. And the market's going up. We'll turn around and sell them later. This is going to be great. They lost $600 million in one quarter and they said, we're out. So real estate's not that easy when you're trying to tie it to an algorithm or to a computer. And that's what these guys are starting to find out. But I'm going to be watching this carefully. What's going to happen to Opendoor? Because they used to be such a big player in this market. They were convenient for sellers that didn't want to list their home and have people coming in all day on weekends, showing the homes. You weren't going to make as much money selling to these online buyers, but it was convenient. People paid a price for convenience. And now that convenience seems to be shrinking. They're not buying as many. Rocket Mortgage has bought Redfin, hoping that they can open that door back up to compete with Opendoor and compete with Zillow. Neither one of them are making much of a mark in our market right now. So tell me what you think in the comments down below. I find this very interesting to watch. And do me a favor, and if you haven't done so yet, there's a link down below where you can sign up for my newsletter. You get it every Monday morning at 7 a.m. Take care.